Hey y'all, and welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach, and it's about to get cold and snowy. So when it comes to this time of year, I always like to shoot a video just kind of explaining what we do for our animals, the precautions that we take, and ultimately helping you all understand not to worry too bad. I know we're in southeastern Kentucky, so we're not getting as cold as a lot of you all are. However, your livestock is trained for this. They're made for this, but there are steps that you can take to make sure that they have enough heat in them, and that's what we're going to teach you today. So hay and or bedding is super important in these situations. The one way to get an animal's body heat up is with plenty of hay in their system. That hay actually helps keep them warm during the cold times. So we double it up. We use it for bedding and for them to eat, because they're gonna lay on some of it and they're gonna eat a lot of it. So for them, it's a plus because they get to eat more than they normally do. Isn't that right, old butters? So we got 2 bales in this stall, 2 bales in this stall. Hi, Lucy. I got hay all over you, bud. Oh, girl. And then 2 bales over here as well. So that's 3 stalls that we have in this barn that are completely dry and now have so much bedding in there for them to just lay on, for them to nibble on. That's gonna help, like I said, keep their internal blood temp up. Also giving them nice, comfortable, dry areas to stay warm, because they'll cuddle. They're all gonna cuddle together. That's gonna help them keep warm too. And yes, there's lines in our barn, like a barn that's 100 years old would be, but you want airflow in general in your barn. You don't want it closed off. But no rain gets into them. It's got a concrete or a stone foundation. So as long as they're low, there ain't no wind. The real wind is gonna be right here in this main area. But that's ultimately the most that we do for the livestock animals. The other thing I'm doing is I'm bringing the feed trough in here too, because we're gonna be getting a bunch of snow. So I wanna keep this dry as much as it can be, and then that way we'll just feed in here and not worry about it out there in the snow and the mud. Okay, so that's it for the barnyard animals. Before anybody says it, Benny is a Great Pyrenees livestock guardian dog. They're double coated. They're made exactly for this weather. I promise you, they hate summer more than they hate below 0 temperatures and snow. Great Pyrenees will not go in. If they do, they will cause straight chaos in your home. He is perfectly fine. He is actually probably more well suited for this weather than the rest of the livestock. So just an FYI there. However, we do have Dolly, and she has 5 puppies. And now thankfully the 5 puppies are growing out pretty good. They are not coming in. However, we are going to be building a fort for them. That's the next thing on the list, on top of getting us a bunch of wood for our house to make sure I don't have to come all the way up here in that really cold temperatures to get wood. So we're gonna make sure we have plenty on the porch. Hello, Dolly. Hello, bubbies. Hello, bubbies. Look how big they've gotten. They're destroying my area in here. Little puppies. Hey. Hey, scared. Hey, scared boy. Let me get you warm. Big old butt. Big old butt. Alright, first thing we gotta do is we gotta clean up in here. You done made a mess. Ow. Y'all know how expensive these things are? They are not cheap. There's one down for the bedding, and then I'm gonna put 3 up like a horseshoe around so they can nestle into it for a wall, if that makes sense. It's up to them if they want to use it though. That'd be their call. Now that is a nice little bed. Shoot, I could get up in there and lay in it. So all this is loose, they'll push it down. But then they got 3 bells that they can all spread out and lean against. That is probably better than most homes, if I had to guess. But yeah, they'll be very satisfied right there, and very happy and very warm. And then lastly, Rusty, the one that's over in our garden, he will actually go in the garage. It is completely out of the weather. And he's got plenty of beds and stuff for him to lay on in there. So that's where he'll go. And of course, we have 2 that are in the house. They get the best one of all and get to be in the house. But y'all, this is what we preach a lot. If you've ever caught any of my speeches, you know, this time of year and this time is one of the biggest things that I want you all to plan for. You know, we have propane tanks just as to have, you know, you never know when you might need them. Battery died. When it gets cold, these GoPro batteries just completely zap really fast. But no, like I was saying, is we have some propane tanks, but I know a lot of the town that we're in, a lot of people are out of propane because everybody needed it as a backup source of heat. I feel so good knowing that we have plenty of wood and we have a nice working wood burning stove. So even if we weren't able to get any of those things, we know that we're gonna have a fire going in the house because we do anyways. But just having that sense of security of not having to rely on anyone else, knowing that you have it, knowing that you can heat your family is so important. You know, the animals will be fine. This is those kind of situations where we may not be fine, right? So we need to make sure that we're okay and that we have plenty of ways to heat us up because we can freeze to death. And I don't want to see that happening because people can't get out of their homes because they're snow covered, lose heat, all that different stuff can happen. And it's so easy to solve by making sure you have plenty of wood and a wood burning stove or some other source of heat that doesn't require going to buy it. Propane, kerosene, gas, different stuff like that. We need to be able to have sources of heat that are basically free, right? That we don't have to go buy this stuff from. But that is all the prep work that we're gonna do. I've got to get some other chores done. However, stay tuned because we're supposed to get 6+ inches of snow, which here in our parts, that's a big deal. I know a lot of y'all are probably watching like, we drink 6 inches of snow for breakfast. I get it. It's not like that down here in this area. So let's see in about 3, 2, 1 if we'll get some snow. So see you in. You enjoying the snow? It's not too cold for you, is it? How was your guys' little bed? Looks nice and warm in here. Yeah. Breakfast time. Hello, chicks. You'll stay in the barn where it's warm. I don't blame you. How we doing in here? Hi, Buster. Nice dry stall still. That is good. Okay, back to you all. Let's get some breakfast, you little cuties. You had you a nice dry night, didn't you too, Rusty? You like the snow. Everybody loves the snow. Everybody's really playful today. Breakfast. My mouth's numb. Breakfast is served, sir. So during the night, Rusty gets to go either in our basement or in the garage, depending on the temperature. And then during the day, he has the cattle pen and greenhouse to stay dry and hang out in the nice dry mulch that he likes to eat. All right, so as expected, everybody's fine. Everybody's enjoying themselves. It's crazy. We prep so hard for these kind of things, and Jen and I was talking about it yesterday. It's so relaxing knowing that we have wood for heat. We're all here together. We have food. We have hay. Animals happy. We're very blessed, but we also worked really hard to get here. And that's one of the biggest truths of this channel, is not to say, hey, look at what we're doing. It's saying, hey, if you're not doing this, start, because I'm telling you, the feeling that you get inside when this stuff happens is amazing, because then you get to enjoy it. Like, I ain't wrapping this thing up yet. It was a winter prep for animals and you kind of video, but now we get to go have some fun, and we're gonna have some fun because this is our first snowfall of the year, and it's a good snowfall. Perfect for sledding and a little craziness. Like a prime example, ain't nothing I'm doing out here perfect by any means. It just works. And so if you're here to try to figure out how to be the best farmer in the world and make the most money, you're watching the wrong guy. But if you want to see how to love your wife, love your family, be prepared, and be happy through all of it, that's why you're here. That's what I can give you and what Jen can give you. All right, time to get a little work done, get a little orders done. Hopefully work on our new marriage podcast. That's also going to be a video. If you haven't checked that out, link down below. Get a little work done and then go have some fun. Remember, if you get close to that fence line, just fall off. Hey. Y'all are crazy. Hey, you ready? Oh, you let go a little early. Just hold on now, hold on, you'll keep going. Remember to let go of it, okay? 1, 2. Crazy. Look at it. Well, you can pull it down. One, two. Look at. Oh, you cruising now. Look at.
Oh shoot!
Let's go, right in my ear. Oh.
Come here!
I'm frozen to the floor now.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Whew.